Well, good afternoon or morning. I'm not sure which one it is yet. Peeps and peepettes, it's just your man. I hope everybody's well. I've got to be very careful. I've been advised to be very careful what I say by the person that I'm going to be speaking about. But if we rewind back to the end of March, I had an issue, and upon dealing with that issue, there was a few comments and a few things were said in a setting. I can't really go into detail. I've been asked not to, and well, actually I've been told not to. So that was March. The issue was resolved, and the issue that I was involved in actually has very little bearing on what's just happened to me. I have just been sat in my flat. Excuse me, I've got a really bad flu or cold, so my voice is a bit croaky. I've just been sat in my flat this morning, about an hour or so ago, and my buzzer rang. And I'm always a bit weird, a bit paranoid, because nobody ever comes to my flat and rings the buzzer. So I looked out and I shouted, and there was these two fellas. I said, we need to speak to you. So I'm like, all right. So I went down. Now I can't name them, but I'm going to tell you where they was from. They was from Prevent. They walked in the door. I've got nothing going on that I've got a problem with, so I'm like, right, I'll go down to the door to the old bull, because they said they were pod. I opened the door, and I said, well, which part of the police are you from? And he goes, Prevent. And to be honest, I was just like, what? Because prior to last year's events up in Southport, I hadn't heard of Prevent. I hadn't heard of that organisation. But obviously everybody is aware now. Now, you've got to consider I'm 52-year-old. So they were CT police. Two very, very nice gentlemen. Very pleasant, very polite. Came in and started to explain who they was. And turns out that when I flipped back to March, something was said in a comment that somebody has then taken wrong, reported me to Prevent, and or suggested that Prevent look to intervene and basically check that I'm not on the edge of being radicalised or something, because of, some of my posts, some of the videos that I've made on this channel, and I think they must have been there for about 45 minutes or so. Felt like a lifetime, and it felt like the most surreal and improbable thing ever to have the CT police turn up at my door. A group from Prevent, two people from Prevent, questioning me about something that was said April, May, June, July, August, almost 6 months ago, 5.5 months ago. And even then, it wasn't anything specific or particular. It was a comment made regarding a question that I was asked at the time, and I was open and honest about it. I can't argue or fault the two gentlemen that came out. They was doing their job. They'd been signposted to me, so they was following up on a signpost. Admittedly, 5.5 months later, but as one of the gentlemen said to me, they do have other cases. Kind of best thinking about. But I have literally had the CT police Prevent in my flat asking me a load of questions about a load of things that have no bearing on the here and now, and they actually had no bearing on the reason that the flippant comment was made back 5 months ago. And I just felt like a naughty schoolboy. I felt like I'd sworn on the Bible or something and got the wrong word in the wrong place. That's all I'm going to say on it. I can't very much detail. They asked me not to, and to keep it as pleasant and as plausible as possible, I've got to, I obviously understand that. Like I said, I was signposted to them. My name was mentioned to them as somebody who needed looking at. 52-year-old. But, yeah, possibly the most surreal thing I've had happen in my life, if not forever, for a very long time. Bizarre. Turns out I have to liaise with one of them for a little bit longer whilst they do their enquiries or whatever they have to do. Yeah, weird, absolutely weird. Just everybody just be careful. Anyway, I'm off to meet an old lad from the footy for a quick pint, so I'll get off for now. So everybody take care, look after yourselves, your friends, your neighbours, your elders, your relatives, people around your table, on your sofas, whatever, near and far, and anybody that's in the street that just needs a bit of a boom up, and look after yourself. Take care, stay safe, stay proud and loud. Peace.